G'day History Gamers, it's Greg here for historygamer.com, and we're just looking at our last position here because we're on spring 1902, and this is where everyone is at for this last thing before the last turn. Will they change? Will they not? Well, I have to admit this time I've had a look at the orders ahead of time. I was rather nervous that you guys would come up with something that was really complicated and I wouldn't be able to figure it out last turn. But that didn't happen. It's fine. And I think you will agree it's fine when we see what happens. So let's just move ahead and get on with it. The first thing I'll have to say though is here's my orders, and Diplostrats did not submit an order. Diplostrats did not submit an order. That means that Turkey does not move, they just hold. Fine, so that's what will happen with Turkey. So we can immediately, well, we can put down a number to start with Turkey, which will be 6 units, because there's no more supply centers to build anything on. 6 supply centers, 6 units, that's it. Turkey is 6. Alright, let's get on to the next one. Theodore, Germany, who says, I think that's vow. I vow that Belgium is mine this game, and if not, then no one shall have it. So, let's see, we got Army Denmark hold. Let's go up to Germany. Deutschland. There we go. Army Denmark holds. Yes, this could have been an attack from Russia or from London. Although England would find it difficult to support it, but you know, maybe they negotiated. We shall see. But anyway, Army Denmark hold. Fleet, Holland to Belgium. He said he wanted Belgium, and in he goes to try and take Belgium. So we'll have to see how that goes. Then Army Kiel to Holland. Back it up. No point, no one else can get to Kiel, so yep, sure. Hold that one. Army Berlin hold. Army Munich hold. Fine, makes sense. Okay, if this succeeds, then he will have 6 supply centers. He only has 5 armies. He could build the 6th there. So I'll put that in for the moment. Germany 6. Very good. Next we have A1 Boma, Russia. Russia does a lot of supporting. Army Sweden supports Army Norway. Army St. Petersburg supports Army Norway. Army Norway supports Army Sweden. That's interesting. What happens if one of those gets cut? I don't know exactly how interlocking supports work, but I presume they will just sit there. So they're all sitting there supporting each other. Sweden supports Norway, St. Petersburg supports Norway, and Norway supports Sweden. So Sweden has 1 support and Norway has 2. Army Warsaw to Ukraine, Army Moscow to Ukraine. Is this the double bounce sound or self standoff? Something like that. So that's Warsaw, Ukraine, and Moscow, Ukraine. That both bounce out back to their own place to maintain a defense of those places as well. Okay, and the last one is Army, it's his last 2. Army Sevastopol supports Army Romania. Army Romania supports Army Sevastopol. These 2 guys are saying, yes, we are strong together. Hand in hand, we'll face the enemy. Okay, that's Russia. Russia does not change. Russia maintains her 7. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, with her 7 armies. So that's 7 is where Russia is. Right. Next we have John McGuinness, who says, well, this round could have been better. Yes, it certainly could, John. But he's not going out without a fight. Army Vienna moves Trieste. Army Budapest supports Army Vienna to Trieste. March the main army from the capital into Trieste. Okay, we're going to have to see what Italy does. So, which way will I score it? Will I put up that score now? Look, I'll put it up now just in case. So, let's say they are in a bit of a bind. I suppose they might retreat to Tyrolia. They can't retreat to Venice. Let's say that he gets it at the moment, and we'll see what Italy does in a minute. And that would give him back his 3. And he will be able to build a new army there, which I'll just pop in. Give him back the score of 3. Next, Sandophilius. Here we go. This is Italy, isn't it? Sander is Italy, yes. And Sander says, Venice supports, Trieste hold. Rest of units all hold. So that is 2 against 2 in this spot. So that attack would have failed. Unfortunately, John does not get to capture another center and build an army. This one just stays there. The attack fails because 2 against 2. Nothing changes for that. So I will fix up Austria. Sorry, John. It was a good try. Back to 2. Now the rest of Italy's was rest of units all hold. So nothing else changes on the board. So he still has his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 supply centers all supporting his 5 armies. So Italy remains at 5. Are we seeing a bit of pattern here? Yes. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. Christian Conray. Christian Conray is England. What has happened up the north? Fleet Norwegian Sea to Norway. Fleet North Sea supports Fleet Norwegian Sea to Norway, and London holds. Right. Moving up. Bit far, but it'll do. So London stays there. Norwegian Sea comes in for an attack on Norway. It is supported by the North Sea Fleet as well, which would be 2 against 1. However, this has support from 2 other places, and so it's 2 against 3 and completely fails. So England remains with its 3. There we go. Only 1 to go. So far, you may notice we have only had the 1 change. And I think we're going to find something interesting here. Eddie Zucchini is France. And Eddie says, Burgundy to Belgium. And then Marseille's hold, Portugal hold, Spain hold, Paris to Picardy. Now, on the Paris to Picardy one, you didn't have an army in Paris. You built it in Brest. by your last turn orders. Let's just scroll up there to Eddie Zucchini. Build Marseilles, build Brest. So you had no army in Paris. So I'm afraid that's a failed order, but it doesn't make much difference. It simply means that Brest holds as well. So the only movement one you have is Burgundy to Belgium. This one trying to get in, which of course counteracts the German attempt to come in as well. So Germany also is beat back with this one back to Kiel and this one back to Holland. So that means that France remains at her 5 and Germany also is only going to 5. 5 and Germany 5. And there you have it. There is absolutely no change from last turn. That was a very defensive play by most of the players. There was some aggression attempted there, particularly in the north by England and by Austrian and attempt down there. And that was about it. France and Germany had a go, but you know they both wanted it. So yep, as Theodore said, if it's not mine, then no one shall have it. Yes, that's exactly what happened. So there we have the final scores for Game 4. Austria, John McGuinness, Austria 2, Christian Conray, England 3, Eddie Zucchini, France 5, Theodore, Germany 5, Sander Filius, Italy 5, Amon Bomar, Russia 7, and Turkey, Diplostrats 6. So let's scroll across and see what that does to our final scores. Alright, we have had a slight change in the leadership here. Originally, Eddie Zucchini had the highest score with 17, and he's now been taken over by A1 Bomar's Russia 7. So, and following that, he's coming in second place there. And then we have Diplostrats along with Sander Filius, who are both on 21. And then we have Theodore on 19 and John McGuinness and Christian Condre on 16. And that's how we stand at the moment as at the end of Game 4. We will start Game 5 on Monday. So that's Monday, 5 a.m. GMT. Have your orders in for 1900. And these are your players. Theodore is Austria, Sander is England, John McGuinness is France, A1 Bomar is Germany, Eddie Zucchini is Italy, Diplostrats is Russia, and Christian Condre is Turkey. I'll see you at 5 a.m. or shortly after, whenever you're awake, on Monday, the whatever date that is. Let's see, that will be Monday, the 12th of November. Ta-ta!